In this video, we're going to be learning about multiplication and division of integers. We're going to determine how to multiply and divide positive and negative numbers. So, what is so special about multiplication and division of integers? Well, I have some good news for you, and that is they follow the same rules no matter what operation it is that you're doing. So, for example, if you multiply or divide, these are going to be the rules that you're following. If you're taking a positive number times a positive number, your answer is going to be positive. The same is true for a division problem. A positive number divided by a positive number is positive. The same result is when you're multiplying or dividing a negative with another negative number. Whenever you do a negative times a negative, your answer is positive. And whenever you divide a negative and a negative, your answer is positive as well. So, when will the answer be negative? Well, it's going to be negative anytime you have a combination of a positive number and a negative number, either being multiplied or divided with one another. Knowing these rules is all well and good, but how can you remember these rules? They can get a little bit confusing sometimes. Well, one way is to count the number of negatives you're either multiplying or dividing with. If there's an even number, your answer is going to be positive. If there's an odd number, your answer is going to be negative. Another way that you can remember this is by creating a Tic Tac Toe chart on your paper. And it's a fun way because who doesn't love Tic Tac Toe? Now, let's pretend that you won this Tic Tac Toe game by using X's, but instead of X's, you're actually using a positive symbol. So in this case, you win by making a diagonal. And it doesn't matter what the other person has placed. They could have put a negative in any other position, and it doesn't matter because you still won with your diagonal. So now how does this help you remember everything? Well, no matter which direction that you read this chart, it will tell you the answer given two numbers. So for example, if I were to say I'm taking a positive number multiplied with a negative number, that means that my answer is negative by going across our table. We could say the same thing as saying, oh, if I have a negative number times a positive number, my answer is negative. Also, if I have a negative number divided by a negative number, my answer is positive. And it works in any direction. You can even do it in reverse. A negative number times a negative number is positive. And whichever direction you read this tic-tac-toe chart, it will work. Now, it's better in my mind to actually remember the rules, but if you're having trouble remembering the rules, this is a great strategy. So now let's try a couple of examples. We have 12 times 3. That little dot in the center right here, that actually is a multiplication symbol. So when we do 12 times 3, it's a positive 12 times a positive 3. Well, 12 times 3 is 36, and a positive times a positive is positive. So that's our answer. Now in this next example, there's actually a little slight typo. I meant to make this be a negative 100, so let's just fix that. And now we're going to do this problem, example number 2 of negative 100 divided by 5. Well, 100 divided by 5 is 20. And then I'm going to go back and use the counting method from before that I mentioned on the previous slide. And I see that there is one negative in this entire problem. Since there's an odd amount of negatives, that means my answer is going to be negative. Now let's take a look at the next one. We have negative 46 divided by negative 2. Notice these two division problems look different. Example 2 uses the division symbol. Example 3 uses a fraction, which is really a division symbol. And you should get used to this because we're going to be using it this year quite a bit. So 46 divided by 2, that's going to be 23. But now I have to go back and count the number of negatives. There's one negative, two negatives. 2 is an even number, which means my answer is going to be positive. And then finally, for the last one, we're going to do negative 3 times negative 4 times negative 3. Well, negative 3 times negative 4, that's going to be 12. And 12 times 3 is 36. But now wait, I'm going to go back and count the number of negatives that I was multiplying originally. There's 1, 2, 3 negatives. Because there's 3 negatives and 3 is an odd number, that means my answer is negative. Another way to look at it is negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12, and I can actually bring this negative down as well for this 3, and then I have a positive 12 times a negative 3. It's a little bit more work that way. I like just counting the negatives, but it's your choice as to how to approach the problem. So the best way to remember all of these rules is to practice. So you'll see on the screen right now that there's a total of 8 problems that I'd like for you to try. Please pause the video and attempt some of these now. Okay, so now let's take a look at what the answers are. 6 times 2 is positive times positive, so my answer is positive 12. Then we have negative 8 times 4. Well, 8 times 4 is 32. And since there's one negative, my answer is negative. For example 3 here, we have negative 9 times negative 5. 9 times 5 is 45. And because there's 2 negatives in this problem, my answer is going to be positive. For question number 4, I have 10 times negative 1. Well, 10 times 1 is 10. And there's one negative, so that means my answer is negative. For question 5, 22 divided by 2 is 11, and since there's only one negative in the problem, which is an odd number, my answer is going to be negative. For question 6, I have negative 40 divided by 4, negative 4 I should say, and 40 divided by 4 is 10, and because there's 2 negatives, which is an even number, that means my answer is going to be positive. Now for question number 7, I have negative 1 times negative 8 times negative 3. So I'm going to take these first two here. Negative 1 times negative 8 is positive 8 times negative 3, which is going to result in a negative 24 as my answer. And then finally, same thing here. Negative 6 times negative 5 is negative 30. Negative 30 times negative 4 is going to be 120, and you'll notice that it is a positive 120 because if you go back, you can see that there's 2 negatives, which is an even number. Therefore, it is a positive answer. All right, that sums it all up, and I hope this video helped you understand multiplication and division of integers. Take care.